I noticed something last night, lads. As someone who talks so much about Stream Elements and why it's so much better than Streamlabs, I never actually talk about Stream Elements. So today I'm going to go over my favorite widgets that I'm after finding on the Stream Elements Discord. The link for that will always be down below. And I done the hard thing. I went through all the good ones and all the bad ones and I picked out my favorite 6, may it be rotators or chat overlays, everything like that. We're going to go into them now. Roll the intro. Okay, number 1 is actually probably one of my favorite things I'm after seeing in a while. Basically, all it does is that it gets your sub count in a little box, and then it also has a goal, so whatever you want it to be, and it just ticks up the numbers. It's super clean. You can pretty much do whatever you want with it, with Photoshop or anything like that, make a background. I just love how basic it is so that you can actually add other things to it. Let's jump over to the PC and I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. So this is basically all it is. It's just a little text value right here. So I can see I currently only have 9 subs on Twitch. Big pogs. Not like I haven't streamed there in like a month or anything like that. Let's ignore. So let's say we want our goal increments to go up in 10. We can leave that like that. So once we hit 10, it'll automatically jump the goal up to 20 instead. You can do manual sub adjustments. So let's say if Stream Elements is being Stream Elements and it's not exactly logging your subs correctly, you want to adjust it. And then of course you can also create a custom sub goal. 69. Very nice. You can also have it play a sound if you'd like that, but for most people you probably have your own custom alert for that, so there's no really need to kind of worry about this. And here you can of course also modify kind of how it looks, so you can change if it wants a transparent background or not, depending on if you want to create your own background in Photoshop. If yes, most people probably just want to leave it transparent. As you can see here, you can also change the size, so if you want the actual sub mount being bigger than the actual gold size, you can do something like that. But then of course you can also pick whatever cursed colors you want for this. Again, it's completely up to you what you do with this. As per every other thing that you ever do in Stream Elements, all you have to do is just press the little overlay here, go into your OBS, right click, add a source, add a browser. We can call this sub counter, paste in the link here, choose whatever you want really, and now here we can see it. It never saved, so let's just go back, save. Oh, it's a little off the screen. Just set it to the right size. We all love rotators. Look, don't get me wrong. I think that you should have a minimal stream overlay so that it's not overtaking your content. However, done right, looks really well. And if you just want something on, let's say, a BRB screen or something like that, just say thank you to your latest follow, bit, sub, everything like that. Just one easy thing that pops in and out. I found the best looking one. Now, it's definitely not as customizable or anything like that, but it is quite nice. Here you can see my follow count, for example, and then I believe it's also going to show my bit or sub count here too. You can, of course, also set an image for a logo. So let's say here now we're going to have my IRL create logo here, and then, you know, it should just kind of come from there. You can also change the background color if you want to get rid of that. So let's just turn it to like an alpha. So then as that fades out, then it will just fade up with all the other things. But what's really, really cool about it is that if you get like a follower while it's up, it should also just pop up. New follower. There you go. Now, if you did have the background color on this, it wouldn't just be the plain text by itself. So now we have this. If we emulate a new follower, boom. Thanks, Jerry, for the follow. Much love. But it can do everything. You can also do subscribes. Latest subscriber. It can do your tips. It can do your cheers. You can make it do whatever you want it to do. Not a whole lot of customization, but definitely a cool one out there that I haven't seen on a lot of people's streams. Chat bubbles. If you want to change up how just chat overlays work on your stream, for example, you want to make them look a bit different. Chat bubbles is probably one of my favorite ones, and I've used it actually quite a while myself. It can just go in the standard queue like this, but if you go into position mode, you can make this be random. So that means anywhere on your stream, the chat message can just pop up with whatever it is. See, that one can overlap it. There'll be one over there. There can be one up there. You can also change it as well to only have highlighted messages appear, which is pretty cool. You can make it do actions, so /me's, whatever the hell that is. I don't partake in Twitch anymore. I don't know what that means. It's also an Animal Crossing, huh? Oh, that's cool. That right there, this wins today. Super cool, super powerful, something that, you know, might change up your stream a little bit. Let's go on to the next one. Let's say you do things a little differently. You're not your bully personality and you're maybe, I don't know, like a big Linux head and you love, you know, command line and everything like that. You want your chat to reflect that. Well, then this cyber chat looks pretty good in my opinion. You can heavily customize it to actually make it something that you'd use. So as per always, you can change the font. I'm going to change mine to Ubuntu because I'm just that kind of guy. You can also change the font color. You can change if there's a text shadow. You can change the size of emotes. If you're one of those guys who chat is top to bottom, here you go. You can also then in here change the background. So let's say we want to make this like a gray. Pretty cool ways to show your chat on stream. But what if you wanted to know if a moderator deleted a chat? Let's say you're heavily invested in your game. You're not paying attention to chat. Chat's just there. They're doing their own thing. You're playing a game right now and you want to get an alert or some sort of thing to let you know that a moderator deleted a message. It's a good way to whip them mods into shape. That's basically where text alert on message deletion comes in. It's a long ass title. If a moderator deletes something, you can have something like this pop up on your stream. There's one downside to this, however, is that what makes it an alert if there's no sound. Now, maybe if you made it big enough, you might notice it in the corner of your eye on your second monitor or something like that, but there's no sound. Still a cool one though, and I thought I'd show you guys in case, you might like it. With the vast majority of us being PC gamers, I think we all know we love RGB, man. So why don't I show you guys the easiest way to get an RGB border cam thing on your stream. Let's go. So this one's actually super cool and I'm going to show you pretty much how to do it all. First thing you want to do, change the resolution. Set it to 720p, set it to anything, whatever size your webcam is, whatever resolution that your webcam outputs at, set this to. I'm a sucker for the pink. I'm also a sucker for the whole teal. Obviously you want this centered. Just go in here, center the widget, and here we go. Look at that. Easy, right? You can also change the thickness. So we can make this like, I don't know, like 20. Yeah, actually no, do you know what? That 11 looks good. So what we're even going to do this, we're going to do this live, okay? Let's save. Get that URL. Let's go over to our OBS. Add a new source. Browser, we just call this cam border, paste that in here, set this to your base canvas resolution. For me, which is 1920 by 1080, set this to whatever is you. And here we can see is our border. Now, as you can see, I'm actually cropped. So I'm going to give you another little OBS hack, okay? Holding Alt, you can then left click and make this smaller, okay? So just going to make that a little smaller just so it's a bit easier to manage. And then let's just move our camera out here a little bit. What you want to do is just line that up as much as you can. Use your arrow keys, don't be scared of your arrow keys. Holding Control and Shift and you can actually just change the aspect ratio of anything inside of OBS. You just want to do the same thing right here. Now, it is good to know that it is going to play with the other sides. It's going to take a little bit back and forward. But if we just hold Shift there, get that squished in, and bada bing, bada boom. See how easy that was? That literally took me like no time at all. If you made it this far, you get a bonus one. Probably my favorite widget I've ever used on Stream Elements, and I use it in pretty much every single stream, and I'm going to even show you exactly how it looks. This is the image rotator by King of Karma, and basically all it is this. And it's just so clean, it's so perfect. Now the 3D effect is something that, it's just designed into the icon. If you just put like a image on this, it will just make that image spin. It looks like a button just because it's my logo, get over it, deal with it, I'll fight you. But it's just so simple and it just looks so good. You can have this be anything. If you want to make this like your most popular emote, you could even like have fun with like your chat and like they get to choose which emote goes on the spinner today. Whatever you want to do, it's absolutely endless. That's one of the big things about being a streamer is that you have to understand. Your game is not the content. You are the content. If you don't know what content you create, that basically means you do not create content. There's no such thing as a variety streamer. Everybody's pretty much a variety streamer unless you're pro in a specific game. So get out there, make your stream personable, make it unique, and go have some fun. Okay? Didn't mean to end this video so aggressive. Y'all just piss me off sometimes.